Comboio Alfa, CP Comboios Portugal, procedente de Lisboa, Santa Apolónia e com destino a Braga, que deverá dar entrada na linha número 1. Circula com um atraso de 5 minutos. A sua hora prevista de chegada é às 16 horas e 15 minutos. Pedimos a vossa compreensão pelos incômodos causados. Dentro de minutos, dará entrada na linha número 1. O comboio.
Nas provas internacionais, a bola está nos pés do miúdo. É o António Silva, o miúdo graúdo. Entregou para lá, encostava lateral, solta no Ramos, está tapado. A bola veio para Chiquinho, dá poste, vai atirar, espera Grimaldo, está na área, mete por baixo, remate, gol! Existe alguém que marque golos tão bonitos como eu, na Liga dos Campeões, Gonçalo Ramos! Benfica, Benfica, Benfica!
That goal lasted a little bit longer. What do you think, Melo? You like it?
I think the goal still just stopped. Just stopped. We just stopped the goal.
those guys at RTP, man, they got those lungs. You know, the Italians might have opera singers, but we got.
I think our production is even a little bit better than BTV. I've watched BTV before, and I've seen this. I've seen the mouse. Have you ever seen it? The mouse. You'll see the mouse cursor. And then it would kind of like try to extend. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? Who the fuck? What Juan was in the back fucking around with the mouse?
Chelsea's in the pad. He's in the laptop pad.
Like pulling the picture like full screen. Like what the fuck? Start losing pixels and shit.
Oh,
but yeah, man. Thanks for joining, guys. For us, another Benfica after 90, and yes, just to go straight at it.
That should crack me up.
That was early contender already. Yeah, yes, we are the most random, unprofessional podcast.
Wait, that's good. That is good.
And I'm glad there was only one William because Fernando Santos would have started both of them. So
well done.
Yeah, but we're the most, like I said, unprofessional, most random show. And we do it mainly for we love the live. That's my favorite. After a game is the best to catch everybody because they're ready to go. But just so you guys can hear us bullshit on YouTube on your own time and leave us comments on our YouTube. We check all that. I check that all the time. We try to reply as many as we can. And don't forget to drop a like and follow us on Twitter and all that cheap plug shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest. It's an excuse for me and you to shoot the shit, buddy. And
that's it.
We just do it live so other people can join in. And
that's it. Yeah. That really is it.
It's fun though. I like it. It's
absolutely.
That's truly how this started. Was just us saying, "Hey, let's just shoot the shit. We can record it," and then we had fun. And then
Sakurai said BTV probably uses an illegal stream as well. Hey,
sometimes.
Hey, Benfica. I don't understand. I think real quick, and this is a real quick tangent. Watching football nowadays has become such a chore. Like, I don't know how many apps you have to have, how many services, how many fucking, how many illegal times you have to call, Juan Pablo with the IPTV stream, pay $100 a year. You know what I mean? It's all good, but it's still a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? It's so odd. And I know they got to make their money. What's up, Adrian? What's going on, brother?
Yeah.
I know they got to make their money, but damn, man, could we get I just want to turn on my TV and watch Benfica, without having to rebuff my stream and jailbreak my fucking Fire Stick.
So me and Kevin got Mohammed that sets us up for our bootleg. But yeah, and I got the Zone for the Champions League. I got One Soccer, which is other.
Is he okay? Is he still doing good?
Muhammad, he's had a baby.
Okay. So he's still alive. Okay,
he's
so
still
Ken
alive.
made
He's still
it.
alive.
Yeah, I thought maybe something. He's a legend that
Passed away.
passed.
No,
No, maybe passed
no.
away. Maybe just
Maybe
stop
it's a
calling
different
you
one.
guys.
Maybe it's
Maybe
Muhammad. Maybe it's Muhammad.
maybe
That's the
stop
cover.
doing it. Yeah. So that's cool, man. That's cool. But like I said, just to address it real quick. Yeah, man, I'm in California. I live in the past. It's what time is it?
Oh, you're going for the confusing time streams. Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're like a pop-up. We're like a fancy pop-up. We're like, oh, I heard there's real cool food truck is popping out. That's kind of us. We're like a cool pop-up. Like, hey, we're here. Come fucking bullshit with us.
Then on a Saturday, you might catch us like stupidly early. It'll be like 9 a.m. for Louise or some shit like that, like in England. We'll do like an early show. Alex is either up stupidly late or he's just passed out sleeping.
Yeah. And you know what? I would be okay with changing my show to 1 a.m. too, because I'm up during that time. But Luis, most of the times you guys ever see Luis, it's probably 1 a.m., 2 a.m. like it is for Zachariah over here. Like it's a chore, and like but it's so fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, but like we said, and we stay true to our word. If we're not live and you don't get us from on Twitter, we say, hey, we're going live after the game. We're doing Wednesdays. So about Wednesday, 6 o'clock is pretty much our safe day. We're gonna be, if you didn't catch us on the weekend or post game, weekends are the toughest. Champions League matches, I could do those all day. Yeah, a weekday game, I could do those all day. At any right after the game.
It also depends on who's free, right? Like if I'm busy, Mello will do something. Like if Joe is free, we have like a group of people that punch in, right?
Yeah.
And that helps out. Yeah. It just depends.
It's the most popular name in the world, Magnitude.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Look at McLovin. That's all I think with that one. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, man. So thank you guys for just coming to rock with us and talk about this Madeira game. We traveled to the island and talk about Champions League, and we're going to talk about other things that happens in this league. And we're going to drop a new segment today that I kind of made up on the whim. It's called the Ukia. Like more like ours. It's like our what the fuck moment. Like what the fuck is happening here? What is wrong with this picture? And what can we do to un-Ukia it? Okay, because what the fuck is happening, right?
All right. So what do you want to do? You want to start off with a gag? You want to start off with Marítimo? You want to start off with Champions League?
Let's start off with a gag, man. Start off with a gag.
Okay. All right. Let's start with a gag.
Then we could only because if it falls flat, then we can only go up
from here. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So the name of this game is what the fuck do you think is going to happen? It's going to be a little kid. It's a game. It's a match. They bring a little kid out to kick off the ball, and they let the kid run with the ball. You think the little kid's going to be a dick? Do you think some other defender's going to be a dick? Do you think he's going to score a goal? Do you think he's going to scuff it?
Vendégektől. A második félidő kezdőrugását Varga Énok fogja elvégezni, akit a testvére Dani kísért be a pályára. Mindketten az MTK utánpótlásában pallérozódnak, és itt rögtön láthatunk egy rávezetést. És lehet, hogy megszületik a harmadik MTK találat is a mérkőzésen. Senko kivédi. Ennek azért annyira nem örülnek a hazaiak, talán beengedhette volna Senko Zsombor a labdát, megpróbálkozik még egyszer a fiatalember, Senko megint véd. Hát ez a szülinapi kezdőrugás gól nem lett, ettől függetlenül a fiatalember.
I saw that shit right before we went live. I've been howling at it. I'm like, listen, I get mixed feelings, but damn.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. What I was hoping for, I'm glad it was just that. I thought a defender was sliding in. I thought they was going to take him in out of his feet, like take the kid out of his boot. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking like, here the slide tackle comes, to come from behind on him, totally just rip him down, completely rip him down. But you know what? Good on the goalkeeper. There's no easy buckets. No easy buckets. All right, we all knew that. We all found that out. Dikembe Mutombo told all of us. Okay. No. Okay, there ain't gonna be no easy buckets, and that goes to show you that's gonna build that kid's character. You know what I mean? He'll You kids can't get what you want sometimes. Not everything can happen your way. It's not all about you. And besides, was that the opposing team's goal?
Yeah, they're like, no, we're
fuck
not doing
that.
shit.
Yeah,
We're not doing this shit. We're not saying
shit. Hey, never mind. I was gonna tell you the only time I'd want Odie to punch something is if had that little kid come in and Odie just run in with the Superman Odie punch. Who
cares?
Who cares? Hell yeah! Fucking Benfica fans are like, yeah. That's how villains are made, man.
That guy years from now, if he ever develops the play,
he's gonna play that team one day. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he grows
up. That'd be a great story. That'd be a sick story. He plays many years from now.
Who ended up winning that match?
I don't even know who the fuck that was, to be honest.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, sorry. I should look it up. I saw that clip on my timeline.
Right. It's okay. I was probably the only one thinking like, who ended up winning that?
Yeah.
So no worries. Oh yeah, Otamendi. Oh, Otamendi would have came in, tattooed him, bro. He would have tattooed his ass, and then got up, and it was like, and asked like, what?
What? What'd I do?
What did I do? Dude, I fucking love that. That was amazing. I'm so glad. Now we can only go up from here. But I was hoping on the slide tackle, man. I thought somebody was coming in.
Just gotta come in hard and just end them. End them.
Absolutely.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely, man. So let's get into let's go to the islands then, man. Let's get to the islands.
Want me to read out the lineup since it's been a few days?
Absolutely.
We got Rams up front, Auschwitz, Neres, João Mario, Tino, Chiquinho, Grimaldo, Ba, Otamendi, Antonio Silva, and the soon to be, the keeper that lost his job due to this other guy, Odysseus. You know what? It was one of these matches against a side that we expected to win. But out of curiosity, like, we win the Champions League 5-0. Everyone's hyped up. We hear Gedges gets knee surgery. Rafa's got the grep. He's got a little bit of the flu. He's got the bug.
Yeah, I know. We haven't even talked about that a lot.
Yeah, we got to go and fly out. It's a bit of a trip. And you kind of worry about these, you hear these like cliche sayings. It's possibly a trap game or possibly something you sleep on. And you're thinking, fuck off. We're going to win this. We got this. But, when you play these games and you're kind of watching, I got to admit these guys for a little bit there were quite annoying. Like we had good possession. They were trying to play. We were playing. We were getting good opportunities. But, you had João Mario miss, right? For the penalty. And
before that too.
Yeah,
before the penalty.
Open opportunity.
Yeah, open opportunity a couple times. And I'll let you go ahead, but yeah, man, a couple times João Mario before that penalty miss, he was already. It
was feeling a little antsy, that one, right?
It felt like a trap game in the beginning. It felt like we were a trap game.
Like, these matches where we do all the right things, take all the shots, we have the possession, but it just doesn't happen. Plus, you expect maybe guys might be a little bit overconfident because it does happen. So you get a little bit nervous, right? Plus, these guys, I'll say this much. Out of the bottom three teams, going forward, Marítimo has the lightest schedule. So they have a legitimate chance at staying up in the first division, but they're also hanging on by a thread. And they know every point counts, and you start fighting like rabid dogs when this happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, had a couple of missed opportunities. You got to miss PK. And it was just, you had it was the one offside goal I think Marítimo had, right? That they called off. You kind of felt nervous.
Yep. Oh, that was a banger too, wasn't it?
You're like, holy shit, what's that half here? We had who was it? Point blank. This is after João Mario's penalty. I'm trying to remember that goes right in front of the net. They fuck it up. I think it's Auschwitz chips it into the side. Let's see if I can find it here real quick.
No, I think it was João Mario again. I think João Mario missed two opportunities. It's been a couple of days. It was João Mario. João Mario missed a couple there. And you know what? I was watching that game with my pops. I brought my pop, picked up my pops. Me and him were watching it. And I looked at him and I go,
I think it was Neres. I think that's
it was Neres. Okay, yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
I know which way you're talking about now.
Yeah.
But regarding João Mario in the beginning, because he gets a miss too. It's hard. It's so hard for me to get on these, like, be so critical right away of these players because we always figure out a way. You know what I mean? Like João Mario was messing up, but I was telling my pops, I'm like, yeah, he's it's hard for me to say, he's a bum, that's why, or he's been, he's trash. He's not been trash. He's having an off game, and it felt that, like you said, it felt a little trappish. It felt like, damn, I don't like going to the Madeira Island. I mean, not like as a team. You know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful place. It's wonderful.
every season they manage to steal points off one of the big three.
Right.
And
in that sense, to me, I felt like, damn, we got to figure it out. That's kind of why, as I'm having a lot more fun with Roger this year, because I can see him go through the progression. But Maritimo came to play, to defend their home turf. And I think I wouldn't say that they were giving us fits as much as we were just kind of missing opportunities. I think we just weren't clicking right away. It wasn't happening. And it felt for a second like, oh shit, here we go. Like, it's gonna be one of those games where we're biting our nails until the very end, and maybe we score in the 70th minute or get, I hate to say it, but maybe get a penalty or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And then maybe we'll win that way. But
right before we get to
it turns around later though.
Yeah, so we get the goal right before halftime.
Right before the half, yeah.
And what's we call it? It was, I think it was not Magnitude. It was João. João was saying, like, right before they scored, you kind of, it's feeling kind of off. They finally get that goal. It was amazing. Then, like, moments after the goal, there's this amazing little 1-2 play between, I think it was, I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was Auschwitz and Grimaldo, and he gets one heck of a shot. The keeper does an amazing save.
It's the Gonzalo Ramos. It's when Gonzalo Ramos came. Are we talking about the same one? Yeah. Gonzalo Ramos has the ball. He's running. I don't even know how he gets a foot on this ball. I have no clue how this kid gets a foot. I don't know how the ball takes a bounce to out of bounds. Like, it's out of bounds, but before it clears, Gonzalo Ramos gets this like lofter, right? Pops it right back to Arsenis. Oh my God, we were cooking at that point. Like, we started really cooking.
Then you start seeing ball.
You know what? That touch, that whole play that from Gonzalo Ramos, that kid is special, man. That kid is so special. Inconsistent. I mean, every player is inconsistent. Yeah. There's inconsistencies of every player. Every player don't score every game. You know what I mean? Every player don't fucking put a brace up every single game. Not even the best guys. Not even Holland. I mean, well, that's a little different. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Even so, there are games where he isn't what he was supposed to be or something like that, right? But this kid, dude, it's so crazy how much he's matured in his touch and like his fucking like his IQ. That's what I'm looking for. His football IQ over this year and a half, 2 seasons that we've really seen him. He is like just
he's going up levels.
That is right. That's something that like honestly. Let me see. Musa, somebody like that would just strike. He would have just shot the ball or try to put the ball on the goalie, like did a striker thing, like what a striker would do, right? He wouldn't have thought to pop that ball back in to Arsenis, and Arsenis would have if he scored that goal, it would have been the goal of the year for me. It would have just been fucking amazing. That's how hyped I was about that. I'm looking at my grandfather like, did you see that? He's like, I can't see shit. You're in the way. I'm like, oh my bad. I'm sorry. Oh fuck. Look at this. But fuck, man. I just want to give
him some love.
Yeah, give him some love because fuck, man, that shit.
Kids earned it.
Amazing.
There was a point last year you're kind of feeling like, I hope this kid's the real deal, but you never know, and he's kind of hot and cold, and you're seeing this give and take. Sometimes good, sometimes not good, but the give is getting bigger and the take is getting less, and he's just giving more and more and more, right? Like, it's just building up, and it's good, man. And even in the comments they say, no, João Mario did have a rough game, but it was still if you look at João Mario a couple of years ago, that Marítimo game would have been a good game from João Mario. You know what I mean? That's the level he's gotten up to, where he's playing amazing games, where a bad game for João Mario is still a half decent game. That's good.
Yeah, because he ends up nabbing one. That's the funny thing about it, right?
He still got. You know how many players? Just real quickly, you know how many players, like, when that ball's going, I've seen not make that run. They just kind of say, "I'm not going to get to the ball."
To the ball, yeah.
He hustled. He got to it.
That's the fastest I've ever seen him move.
Yeah, that was insane. That was insane.
That was crazy. But let's answer that real quick because Kev got a question. If you're Roger, do you keep João Mario as a PK taker?
I'd say my personal take is we're this far into the season. I think we're getting into the final stretch. It's working. What we're doing is working. He's missed a couple shots, but as a collective, he's done very well. Yeah. I say keep working with the current system. Don't try to do anything too cute at this point.
Yeah. I say this. I agree with you. Yeah. But I am the type of football fan who thinks that the penalty taker should be a striker. That's just me.
Yeah,
that's just my old school. Yeah, my old school mentality. Yeah. That's just that's you play FIFA too much type shit, right? My goal, my penalty takers in my mind was always the striker. If I was going to replace him with anybody, it'd be Gonçalo Ramos, just like that, fast.
I do wonder if it's just a thing where he looks at him being a young kid, and it's one thing is okay in Liga NOS you're facing Marítimo, you're facing somebody doing a penalty. It comes down to Champions League quarterfinals. Let's say we'll talk about it in a bit, but hypothetically, a match with a tough team. You draw the first leg, the second leg's tied up, penalty at the end. What player has the most experience to do a penalty under high pressure? And I think on this squad, João Mario is possibly one of the better players that has had experience doing penalties in the Euros when he won, penalties.
Yeah.
2016. He's been around the block a lot. I think a kid like João Mario should be able to do it. A guy like Ramos, I would hope he can do it. I would feel so horrible if the kid gets put on that spot and fails, because that's what makes a player also, right? That's an opportunity.
I think Gonçalo Ramos is confident enough to step up to the spot and bang it.
Do it. Yeah.
And just bang it. You know what I mean? Like he's just got that in him right now. Where the two pistols, I keep throwing the pistols, but the two pistols. He's a fucking gunslinger. You know what I mean? And he was reminding us. And Kev made a good point. Zachariah made a good point. It was just one full season. Last season. Oh, right here.
Grimaldo could be pretty good also.
Grimaldo.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I love Grimaldo, but
you're taking the free kicks.
Now we're experimenting. Now we're putting our left back at the tip. No, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Not arsonist, I'll tell you that. Right? Because he stepped up before, right? He's the one that's second in line, it seemed like, right? Yeah. Like, it's arsonist. And that didn't work out too well.
Yeah. That was sometimes I do wonder. You do use the penalty kicks as a manager. I've seen some managers do this to regain confidence in a player. So let's say a guy's working really hard in training. He's not having the best goal lately, but he's working hard. The potential is there. He might send the message, next time we get a penalty, let that guy take it, man. He's earned one. Give him one. Give him a goal. Help boost his confidence up. So I see that done a lot. I'd have to look that up. I don't know. The last one to miss in the league was Pizzi. It doesn't happen very often. It's just, And Raining says this follow-up comment, which is spot on. If isn't a critical goal, but it's that one time, man. It's that one time. And in fairness to the question, Giamatti's been great, but it has been recently where he's, he gets one, misses one, gets one, misses one. You feel a little nervous now, right? And does that play into the psychology of a player? Does that kind of go, oh, shit, I've missed a couple?
So, yeah, Zach said it. Having a left back taking free kicks is weird enough. But that dude's a bang. Like, he's I do feel that weird, though. I do find it weird that in all of this time, Benfica hasn't had somebody who could take better free kicks than our left back.
Man, the guy has had some rockets as like the free kicking side. Yeah. And I also wonder, it has to come down to training. Like when they're in the training ground, they practice their rounds.
He's probably banging them.
He's probably banging them on average. And you see how many times he gets free kicks saved. And there's a bunch that he's gone over the bar just like other guys.
It's hard, right? It's hard.
It's hard. It also becomes like a thing. That's your thing.
They give it to you for free because, all right, let's see if you can do it. It's not free. Like, all right, let's see if you can get it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm good with, just to reiterate, I'm good with João Mario keeping and taking them. You know what I mean? Like, I think from now on he needs to just keep your head down and just bang them like you were in the beginning. Like in the beginning of the season, it felt like he was just banging them home. It wasn't like he was slotting them, like faking people out, or like the Bruno run up where he kind of jump.
I hate that.
You know what I mean? The jump and kick. He does
a penalty kick. He just runs up, does a kick, done. Right? I hate the cutesy shit. The try and deke him out and stuff. Oh man.
Pogba.
I still say that cost us Europa League in penalties.
Penalties, yeah.
That cost us. I don't
fucking around, huh?
Bento ran out of the box. I get that, but we also were fucking around the box. I will say this though. Right now in our Liga, the top 2 goal scorers are João Mario and Raj. They're tied for first place with 15 goals each. It's amazing. If it gets to the end of the season, let's say they each got 20 goals. They got a few more games left. They get 5 more goals each from now until the end. And there's a penalty left. You got to give it to Raj because to me, João Mario has scored 6 goals as penalties. Ramos 0. If you're tied all up and you're going for the golden boot and it's the final game, let the kid that hasn't had a penalty take it and let him have the golden boot because I think
you just want that 120 in the summertime, Mario.
No, but you know what I mean? No, not just that, but it's like imagine Rams. Let's say it's like they're tied up. They each got 20 goals. Final game, João Mario gets a PK and he wins the golden boot. It's like, come on. The other guy scored I don't know how many goals from play. Let Gilberto
fuck around and find out. And you better would be the type of player like, bro, if you save this, I'm gonna beat your ass. If you save this penalty, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up. After the game,
it'll be done. It'll be over. My God. But yeah, man, it's I also see your point. Is if Ramos finishes the season as the top goal scorer in the Portuguese Liga, man, you know how much they're gonna ask for him, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Over $1.2 billion.
I almost forgot about that one, eh?
Don't ever forget about that one. No, I almost forgot about that until you shit hit me with it. But as far as the game goes, like you said, the first half, I'm glad we did get that first one out the way. Then João Mario, like you said, just to put it like.
Got
it
all
in one. Yeah, João Mario does what you said he was gonna do, and he redeems himself with a fucking nice goal. With then you can't be mad at him for any of the shit that he did prior, which is very frustrating because you're like, damn it, I wanted to just fucking shit on you once, but it wasn't. But and then that third goal, man. That shit, my shit made me cry almost, man. That shit almost made me cry. Like I was just like, it was so beautiful. I'm having so much fun. Me and my pops were going crazy. We were having a great time. That first goal, and you know what's so funny? He told me João Mario was gonna miss that goal too. I didn't know how bad he's gonna miss. Watch. I don't know if that was his just being old man, being pessimistic type shit, or you know what I mean. He really felt that shit in his bones. He's like, he's gonna miss, and sure enough, I missed hard. You know what I mean? But that third goal, man, I like I said, I'm having a lot of fun, man. I'm having so much fun, and I have fun all the time with this team. I watch the game by myself mostly. I'm a very enthusiastic fan, very energetic fan. I like to yell when I'm here. My girl, my daughter, they're like, you're crazy. You know what I mean? But I get into the shit. You know what I mean? And this year, I don't think I've sat down for many games. You know what I mean? Like, Benfica, I'll sit down in the beginning, but then Benfica will get me up, and I ain't got to sit down for the rest of the time. You know what I mean? I'm pacing back and forth. I'm cheering my team on. Like, it's so much fun, man. And that third goal, and this is why I said all this. I said all that long shit to say this. These guys are like really playing for each other. Like, you could tell, like there's so much chemistry going on between all of the players, and just so much love, and just see what all you could do, like with a good leader. You know what I mean? Like, you don't always, I don't know sometimes about Rodgers' X's and O's as far as like on the field tactics. I haven't, he's changed it up so much. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that he plays Arsonist at left mid, but it works. I don't like right mid, but it works. You know what I mean? It's just, he's so experimental, but not experimental. I don't know if that even fucking makes any sense. He's like, I think he'll be good here. And then it's like, he does. And then it works out. You know what I mean? And you're like, you're scratching. It's just like fucking crazy. They tell me to stop yelling all the time, man. It never happens. Never happens. I'm yelling. But my point about it is again, they're having so much fun together, and they're playing so well. And when we talk about this Champions League coming up, this is maybe the first time where I'm like, I don't give a shit who we get. You know what I mean? I don't care about who we get, because you find me a team, I'm telling it or not, who's playing for each other. You know what I mean? That no look pass, Grimaldo just felt he could smell the weed. You know, he could smell the weed coming up.
That play.
Come on, man.
You gotta watch.
Oh,
like for
bro.
people,
it was him. It was the weed man.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
calling
highly
him.
recommend watch the replay again of the third goal for people, and you watch Grimaldo's run. Grimaldo started that play from the back by passing the ball up, runs up through. He just hustled like no tomorrow. The way how fast he ran. The one thing I'll say that's very tragic right now that I'm seeing, he was so critical in getting that goal, and he's been so critical for us. And all the paper talk right now is there's no chance how he's staying with Benfica. It really irks me that the club has not locked him down earlier on. It is what it is. Grimaldo.
Grimaldo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's it's
You know,
like especially with like that third goal, amazing. What he's saying, he's earned it. I love him. He's good. He's doing great.
There you go.
Yeah.
But there you go. He's earned it. He's
earned
earned
it.
it. Grimaldo don't owe us nothing no more. Unlike. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Ruben Dias, what did he win with us?
No, fair enough. Well, Ruben Dias.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not shitting on nobody. I'm not shitting on nobody. I love Ruben Dias.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there are guys who came up through the system, who did all this, who went for big money, and didn't win shit for us or do nothing for us. Grimaldo has been here for the last 10 seasons or so, right? 10, like that. It's been here.
He's been
like
for a very long time. Yeah.
Very long time.
Yeah.
He has won us championships. He has stayed loyal to this club. He has these moments where he's on the video game things, right? Fucking all of them do that, right? Chicharito is like the biggest fucking like Call of Duty player in California. It's crazy. What I mean though is like Grimaldo's earned the right to be like at the end of the season, like, you know what? I have given everything I have to not just Benfica, but the city of Lisbon. And, I've loved my time here. My kids are probably, if he has kids, I'm sure he does. My kids were born here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My kids were born here, and I'm, peace. You know what I mean? I have my time. I want to go get paid. I want to go get paid. I want to go get a big payday. And I want to go off into the sunset.
I just wish we could do it.
I'm okay with that shit. I'm okay with that shit. But real quick, Rafael Acuna had he said, both of your opinions, what's the most favorable, unfavorable draw? We're going to get to that. We'll get to that for sure. We'll get to that.
Let's just answer Rabonis, yeah.
Yeah, Adrian, yeah.
So, Auschwitz, first of all, this comment's pretty cool. I heard some feedback before when we signed him that, he's a good defensive mid, and I'll be honest, I wasn't overly excited about the signing. I just heard he's an interesting guy. It is what it is, right? But holy cow, this is the most versatile player I think I've seen on Benfica in a very long time. Playing as an attacking mid, playing as a defensive mid, playing as a winger. A couple times it looks like in the past he's played as a center back, but this guy, and he just keeps getting better and better and better. He is one of my favorite players, and I will say the first half of the season I liked him, but I wasn't going bananas over him. It's just a guy that keeps growing on you. The more you see him, the better he gets. And from my understanding, that was all Schmidt. Schmidt's the one who wanted him, right?
Yeah. He handpicked him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just remember, the guy that JJ picked was Mete.
Yes. What a fucking difference! Holy shit!
What the fuck? What? Yeah. So there's levels to this shit, man.
The levels of what he brings.
Levels to this shit, man. And Zach Lage, I don't know with Lage, Ruben won the Liga. Ruben won the Liga? Are you sure?
No, Lage. He was Lage here. He was during Lage's year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he did.
Okay, my bad. My fault.
He won. He won.
My fault.
It's more of, but it was more of a. I think with Grimaldo, I'll say this much. I think Grimaldo would have been sold years ago, and this is going to sound horrible for me to say this. Grimaldo has been on the radar to be sold for a very long time. Several times when he was peaking, he got injured at the end of the season and fucked up his knee. I think that happened already on two or three different occasions, and that cooled all the offers. Like he has pulled off an injury always at the right time to cool off bids from other clubs, and he got to stay longer with us. If Ruben Dias, right before he got signed away, had gotten an injury and he was out for a few months, people are going to come and bring out big offers for him, right? That tends to scare away clubs. So I think we got a bit of dumb luck with Grimaldo staying as long as he has also. During that period where Grimaldo was also doing well for us was the period.
You know what, though? A lot of it was on his own. He couldn't stay healthy in the beginning of his Benfica career. He was always injured.
No, he's improved a lot.
The last 3 seasons is when he's really been like on his shit. Yeah. He's been playing every game and things like that. And like I said, injuries happen. You know what I mean? It happens. You can't fault a guy, for getting injured. The shit happens. But like I said, man, when he hits off in the sunset, man, I'm gonna be like, my time with Grimaldo would have been a great time. It would have been absolutely, yeah, man. And then later on down the years when we see him, we'll be like, yo, the Grammy, what's up? Like, we're going to love him. You know what I mean? So let him go sign the contract. No, let him go sign the contract of his life. You know what I mean? To let him play wherever he wants to play. And hopefully my guy Roger has a backup plan. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's risky. I don't know.
In a perfect world, he decides to stay. That'd be amazing, but I won't hold it
in a perfect world, sure. Yeah. But you know what? I forget, like, this ends, how do I say it? Like, I'm of the belief that right now, Benfica, all the eyes are on Benfica right now. Like, all these young players coming up, the Antonio Silva, Gustavo Ramos, Florentino Luis. I expect Fully to lose, all of them pretty soon. No.
For full buyout, though.
All of them.
Full buyout.
No, for sure. But they'll come do that. And as long as they keep doing that, we'll keep producing them. We'll keep turning them out. We'll keep winning this league. And I'm all good for it, man. I'm all good, man. I'm all good. It's the name, like they say, it's the name in the front, not the name in the back. So it's all good.
I do feel there's a change, though, happening right now where back-to-back quarterfinals of the Champions League, we're selling players for big money. We're at a stage where we don't want to sell players that have to trigger monstrous buyouts for us to actually get them sold. That's only making the club stronger. If someone does come from Ramsh, it is going to be for the full price tag. It's not going to be cheap.
Enzo's sell, Darwin's sell. Those
also this year.
Those made it. Yeah, those made it. Okay for us to just like
sell unless you have the full buyout,
or unless you force our hand. Right, because look, if you do that, I'm okay with you, Benfica. Any player that does that, get out.
But still for the full money.
Go be somebody else.
People doing that for to lowball the price. We still get the buyout.
No, you still get the buyout, or I'm going to sit you, because you already make nothing now because you're still under my contract, and it's good, and I'll teach you.
But going back to Schmidt, Schmidt likely will have a bigger war chest to spend this summer transfer window than he had last summer window. And if he still has the same eye, he's doing well with us, he's enjoying his time at Benfica. If you can go back to Schmidt and go, hey, we're going to give you more money to find better Auschwitz, find better guys, right? So do you want to segue to the Champions League?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I'm going to put my favorite, the champions. This is my favorite Ballish clip. I love the Ballish and how they do the draw. So that's this Friday. Adrian, I'm going to give him a really cool shout out because Cynthia was filling me in on this. She's all the deets on it. He's doing something special with some special broadcast, which Cynthia will probably chime in with the right answer for the Champions League draw. He's doing some shit this Friday. It's gonna be. Just tune in, wake up early, and watch it. But anyways, time for my favorite.
I will do that. I'll be there, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, before you start that Champions League, there's something I want to see here, real quick. Hold on, 1 second. I just saw something that made me.
She'll fill it in.
No. Wait. It was Geds right here. Geds. This thing. Geds. Look, I'm okay with it as long as the price is right. I'm all good with that. Yeah. But I really, really, really want Benfica.
That's it. Guys, making it.
I love this report. Fuck up, Adrian. Listen.
That's a big deal. That's
fucking huge, man. That's huge. And I'll get up at 4 a.m. for you, bro. Yeah, man. I get up at 5 for work. Another hour before is all good. I'll be there, bro.
I'll call
this Friday.
I'm gonna call him on the cell phone.
Friday at 4.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. I can YouTube, or I gotta be on the app, or
app.
I'll read it. I'll get there. Yeah,
we'll get there.
I'll be there. Real quick, I want a dynamic left back or left wing. Excuse me. If we got a guy like Nedes, and hopefully we get to keep Nedes, and he gets to play his true position, right wing. I would love for us to get a dynamic left winger, left mid. I like Arsenis, don't get me wrong. If he's as good as we think he is, we can find a place for him in the middle. But in the middle, his foot and all of that, it's great. But I would love or maybe one of these kids. I forget about the Deans, man.
Yeah, the Codfish kids. We didn't even touch on the bucket.
If he would have scored, bro, that goal,
right at the get-go.
Shit, man.
Not just him, though. It was
goalkeeper made it nice. No, goalkeeper made it nice. I mean, it was just too good to be true, you know.
But right before the Bacalhau kids, the first kid was the João Neves. He had a shot. João Neves had a shot, like 1-on-1. Scuffs it, whatever. The guy saves it. then bring out the Bacalhau kids, and I still can't pronounce his name. Shaluparoop, Oompa Loompa. Andreas, right? He had that great chance. But yeah, man, I gotta practice that name. I gotta practice.
But I would love that. Just wanted to throw that we get the championship. But I would love me a Neres type guy out there on the left, man. And you got João and Arsenis still cooking it up, and you get yourself another midfielder. Tino still might be with us. Like fuck, we could. Next year, shit. We could do something big this year. Imagine next year, man.
All right. Let's get to my favorite part. The Ballers. The Ballers. This is my favorite clip of all time from the Ballers.
Over $1.2 billion.
That shit cracks me up, man. That shit will crack me up forever, man. That clip is hilarious.
We're definitely not gonna monetize this video, but
we're gonna get the warning on the cut out this segment, and you can get paid or 10 cents. But that's a nice image. I still.
I know. Watch a commercial or two for us, man. Sit through those. Don't skip them. I'm just messing with y'all. Don't watch that shit. Skip them.
But here's the potential matchups. I think in our own personal group chats, our own personal selves online, we've all had. Where's Porto? Oh fuck, we're gonna talk about that. Do you want to talk about that first, real quickly? Because that shit, yeah. Actually, we'll save that. We'll save
that shit for the
moment. Yes, that's what that moment's for. Anyways, fucking
Nick, what's up, Nick?
Yeah, here we are, man. So I'll just quickly rhyme off what I had. I break the options into two buckets. I'll put it back up on the screen. I would love either Inter, AC, Chelsea. Those are the 3 in one bucket. It'd be interesting, exciting to see it leaning more towards the Milan teams. But then you get to the other side of the bucket where is the City, the Napoli, the Real Madrid, and the Bayern Munich. Those are the other bucket on the far end. I would kind of maybe toggle Bayern Munich in the middle a little bit. They're not having the best of seasons. Of those 4 tougher opponents, they're all tough, but of that side of the bracket, I would say Bayern Munich's probably the one I could tolerate a bit more. Seeing what City did recently, the Haaland and how much they slaughtered the heck at Real Leipzig.
Hold on. My bad. I started choking.
They are notorious on that, so it'd be kind of nice if they choke with us.
I tried.
And then you got what Real Madrid did to Liverpool, right? Napoli. I watched Napoli against Frankfurt today. It was a great match. Frankfurt's a tough side, man, and these guys own the fuck out of them, right? And one random thing, I think I was chatting with Kevin and Joe on the side on this one. They have Mario Rui on Napoli. I don't know why in my head I'm like, yeah, that young kid Mario Rui. The kid's like fucking not a kid anymore. He's an adult hairy man. It's just so I'm fucking aging out here. But anyways, that's just a sidebar thing that's stuck in my head.
You know what though? Could you pull that picture back up real quick?
This one here, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that Benfica's out there doing community service, cleaning up all this trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. I'm so glad that they got a picture of us doing something good for the world and, Europe. You know what I'm saying? This little club out here, this tiny little club is what they see, right? They think that you see a Bayern Munich fan, they think the football world, they're like, someone doesn't belong, right? Like, that's what they really think. I'm going into that, thinking that. So instead, I'm turning the tables on them. They're trash. I want any one of them. It don't matter who it is, because at the end of the day, I want to know how good we really are. I've always wanted to know how good, when we're our best, which we are right now, we're our best in a long time. How fucking good is that? How good is the best? You know what I'm saying? Like, how good is our best compared to Real Madrid or fucking Chelsea or Bayern Munich, who is like our boogeyman? You know what I mean? Like, that and I'll take any one. All I'm saying is I'll take either Milan team and things like that. But we're gonna have to play a big dog some point, right? Like every time I say I want to get a weak team, we always end up with Bayern Munich anyway. So I'm trying to go opposite and say, give me Bayern, give me City, and maybe we end up with AC Milan. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'll say this much: at this stage of the quarterfinals Champions League, there is no. I don't care what people say. There are teams that are stronger. But everyone is a tough-ass fucking match, right? I don't have to Mendy for the first match. Yeah, good point out, Kevin. I think maybe Morata's ready. Maybe Marítimo is ready. I'm actually hoping those two guys get a few more runs. Schmidt.
I'm going Maratu, right? We're going Maratu in that, right? Like
I think so. I think Marítimo hasn't had as much minutes, but this is where I kind of not to go back in time with the Maritimo game, right? This is where I think Schmidt has to do a little bit better. Where we're winning a game, we're doing well. Bring on one or the other. Start giving them some minutes. Make sure they're okay with the flow. I know they do a lot of training together. Just get them back in the flow. Get them playing some games. Let them do a little rusty mistakes against a Marítimo and we still win it. And not against whatever team will match up in the first leg of that Champions League game, right? So, Brian Munich, I'll be honest, man. I had this bugaboo with German teams also. I despise it. Nick, real quickly, he said,
"You got a German coach." I think somebody made that. I think somebody made that point. Not that he's got the key to unlock Bayern Munich. I'm just saying.
The Germans, it's like a Klopp wanting to be Bayern Munich, right? They have
exactly.
Continue did the other podcast, a great group of guys, did a mock Champions League.
Continue Benfica. Yeah. Shout out to those guys, man. I saw that they were live as well.
I could try doing that. If you guys want a mock draw, I don't have anything prepared. Maybe what I'll do is I will. How many teams are there? There's 7, right? So I'm gonna say, Daredevil, the Lego man, Daredevil.
Or we could just, or you could just pick your matchups, and I just pick my matchups.
Yeah, you pick your matchups. Pick up your matchups.
Okay. Well, let's bring up that. Let me bring up that banner real quick.
You bring up thing, and I'll keep playing around, screwing around.
My predictions. Let me take a look at this, man. I seen something real quick. The Benfica podcast retweeted a tweet from Glenn Gomes. Let me see if I can find that shit, man. Because before I do that, I'm gonna check my boy. Shout out to my boy Glenn Gomes. Here he goes, man. I want to just read it out. I just right here, because it made me think a little bit. It says, really want Inter, but see UEFA rigging the draw to give Real and Napoli or Man City so they can get rid of the small teams, while keeping those two on the opposite side so they don't meet until the final. Milan derby, other and Chelsea and Bayern, they really want this Germany versus England thing. So we got that going against us before we even make our picks or our predictions or any of that shit, right? So we do got the man that we got to worry about. But I'm going this. I'm saying if it's rigged, well, I'm going Benfica and Chelsea. Because I think that's the storyline.
That sells the papers.
That sells the papers in England. That makes them feel big. That makes them feel like they're gonna win. And they're gonna spin it like Enzo's revenge or some stupid shit like that. So I'm going Benfica, Chelsea. I'm going Bayern and Napoli. That's who I'm going. The big I see them. And I would love that. I would love that too, because those two are the other than Man City, those two are the scary draws to me. So I'm going Bayern, Napoli. I'm going City, AC Milan, and Real Madrid and Inter. That's gonna be my draw right there. I think that's how it's gonna go. And to be honest, if you're looking at me, if I'm thinking about it, I have no problem playing Chelsea. Chelsea they can't score. I seen a stat that says Enzo Fernandez has the most assists for the Chelsea club, like this season or some shit, and it's 2. It's fucking 2.
That's all I got. Oh fuck, that'd be amazing. 2.
All right, it's a team that can't score. It's a team that hasn't really found themselves. Will they be good later on next year? Maybe so. All that money it'll make them sink or float. I'll tell you that. But that's what I'm going with. That's what I really feel. And you know what? As me thinking, hey, we could probably get through Chelsea. Bayern and Napoli to me are playing really good football right now. Not that Real Madrid isn't, because they are. But I've seen Barcelona beat their ass every time this season. Like every time, what I mean?
Real Madrid is they're hot and cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm not trying to make some outlandish. You know what I mean? Like that's just really how I feel about it. And I think, I think that would be good for us because those, like I said, those two teams are really in form. And then Man City and Real, they're gonna get layups. They're gonna get the Italian teams, man, and they'll find themselves in the next round. That's just how the shit goes, man. And I mean, I don't mind it. I don't fucking mind it at all, man. Bring on Chelsea. Bring on Chelsea. Then they want us too.
Yeah, no, fair enough. You know what, you guys, I've been goofing off while Melo's doing this thing. So yeah, we got a lot of the kids Legos and adult Legos. So I'm gonna do it slightly different. I got, there's 7 teams. You guys brought up the idea of a draw, so I'm not clearly prepared. So I'm taking my beer box. Melo's gonna help me out with this.
Love that.
I got Blade. Blade. The guy off the that kills the vampires. He's gonna be who should Blade be? I'm gonna call that Chelsea. Let's say Chelsea is Blade. Right? We'll do that. We'll do Miles Morales. The new kid Spider-Man. He's gonna be Bayern Munich. I'll make Daredevil. AC Milan. I guess we'll go it that way. What else I got? I got Mysterio. That Spider-Man villain. He could be who the fuck should I put him? I'll put him as Man City because he got a little blue helmet. You know what I mean?
So Blade is
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Mysterio, Man City.
Mysterio.
AC Milan will be the Daredevil. The blind motherfuckers. Bayern will be Miles Morales. I got the Green Goblin. Let's make the Green Goblin Real Madrid because that guy's always a bit of a dick, right? So you just don't want to screw around too much with him.
Wait. What was that one? What was that? Say that one more time.
Green Goblin.
Who's that? Green Goblin.
Yeah. We got the Punisher. The Punisher's fun. Let's call that Napoli. Napoli's been punishing some people this year, right? Let's do that. Napoli. Hopefully, I'm gonna see you taking notes because I'm gonna forget. I got a random girl. That'll be Inter Milan. Sorry, I could have probably got a better character for her, but just a random Lego girl. Just no offense. Just
and who was Benfica?
Right. Well, no, I'm gonna draw Benfica. That's gotta be fucking Spider-Man. There we go. That's got the fucking. I'll be Benfica's the webhead.
Got it. And who was Green Goblin? One more time.
Green Goblin was the what the fuck was Real Madrid?
Real.
All right.
Got it.
So, okay, so we're gonna do this complete like the ballers they do on the fucking thing. Shake up that Stella, boys. Get that with those white beaters out. Let's go. The first one. We got Punisher. I already forgot who the fuck Punisher is.
Punisher. Napoli.
Okay. Let's go like this. Against Goblin. I think that's Real Madrid. Napoli, Real Madrid.
The Goblin is Real Madrid. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Another one here. We got Mysterio. That was City.
That's City.
Okay. All right. Okay. Pick the red against Blade. Who the fuck was Blade again?
Blade is man. Oh no. Wait. No. Blade was Chelsea.
Oh yeah. There we go. A little English fight. Where the fuck's this thing now? Let's go to the box. I got Daredevil. Who's Daredevil again? That was Bayern Munich.
Daredevil was. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is really happening.
All right, let's go. Okay, Daredevil was Bayern Munich, right? I got the girl. Who's the girl again? That was AC.
The random girl's Inter.
Inter. Okay. Inter. So that leaves Miles Morales versus Spider-Man. Who? That's Benfica. Miles was AC Milan.
That's Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
Damn it.
No. Bayern Munich was.
Yeah.
No, you're right. No, Bayern Munich was Miles.
Yeah, Bayern Munich was Miles, bro.
All right. That's right. There we go. Daredevil is Milan. You blind bastards. We're trying to rig a ballot here like UEFA does. But yeah.
I think we fucked up, but somehow I don't know who Daredevil was. So blind.
Blind was the Daredevil was Milan.
Was AC Milan.
AC Milan.
So we got an English. We got an English. So you picked an English versus English and an Italian versus Italian.
Yeah.
If this shit happens, I'm gonna be. First of all, I'm gonna fucking hate Legos for the rest of my life. I just want you to know that. Okay. And two, this shit will be. We'll do this every year if this is the case. We'll do the Lego
Champions League draw. That's how we're gonna do it from now on.
Yeah,
that's the only way of doing it, right?
Unbelievable. Hey, do you remember in the beginning of the show when I said we're the most unprofessional fucking podcast there is?
Fucking hell,
well,
Brian.
There you go.
I should have rigged that thing also.
There you go. Okay, so now let's go. Let's just talk because I like to throw some shade every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Because
all right. That's
You
not some
know,
shit.
and I heard there's some happened over. Speaking of AC Milan and things of that nature,
Inter Milan. Oh, that cut I
Inter
I saw
Milan.
mad at that
This
shit.
is the new segment we like to call Ukia, or in my mind is like, what the fuck? Like, what is this, right? And I
Yeah.
think we both have the same, because when I saw it, I said that, like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? What this is so archaic. It's so the mentality is so archaic and it's so old school and it's so fucking stupid. And it only tells me one thing, that your own fans don't know how to fucking act. They don't know how to treat fucking people. They don't know how to treat just a regular football goer. And if you don't know what we're talking about, I'll let Mario explain. But I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's just one of the many reasons why this league is fucking laughable sometimes.
So I'll start off with the beginning. Earlier in the day, Porto was bragging that they sold a record amount of tickets. They sold a record amount of money they've made for a match. And they're beating their chest like, this is the most money made in a single match, yada, 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 yada. And then it comes out a little bit more clearly why. Because the way they made so much money on ticket sales is they fucking double sold tickets. And it was Porto did it, not UEFA, not anyone else. UEFA came out and verified that it's the host team that is responsible for managing the tickets. It's their distributor. And there was images, tons of fans that lined up. These images of fans outside of the gang, Inter fans, not allowed to like.
I hear also too,
it's
just so in case they don't hear that we're being by, I heard it was also Porto fans out there too. I don't know the truth to that. I don't know how much truth there is. I don't know how you can identify yourself, or whether maybe a jersey or I don't know. But
my understanding was
there,
mostly Milan fans that were where they got fucked.
Bro, what the fuck?
And even see how like the tunnel goes down, all these people like caught in there. There's stories of like security throwing people down that tunnel at one point. As this guy goes on about how fucking horrific scenes of people like getting abused by Portuguese police and the Porto security apparatus. It's a fucking disgrace. There's Cristiano. There we go. I'll get you a ticket. Look at this. I like a Cristiano. What a good man. I love this man. Yeah, give that guy a like. That's nice.
Yeah, give that man a like.
And then this guy's like, yeah, fuck, I'm at Atletico versus this fucking Globetrotter over here also. My empathy level dropped. No, it's all good. But it's very, hey, there's Al. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Alfredo?
But it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to Portugal. It's the type of nonsense we've seen in our Liga time and time again, where they just have no regard for humanity, in my opinion. Like when you see the antics with Benfica fans going to away matches and they force them to throw out their scarves. They force a little child to take off their shirt and go shirtless into a stadium because their ticket wasn't with the ultras and they're sitting in the family zone, but God forbid you have a Benfica logo on there. There's this dehumanization of the fans going to these matches. It's been accepted and allowed domestically for a very, very long time. And now it spreads to a continental event, the Champions League, and the people in Port weren't saying much. And initially, the Portuguese media also was pretty fucking silent on it. Like, again, people go, oh, it's the Benfica causing a fuss. I'm like, goddamn, because it's a black eye. It truly is.
So my thing is to, like, somebody remind me, what year is this? Is this 2023?
In this modern age.
In this modern age, where you could do anything. I can order fucking Taco Bell right now to my fucking door. You know what I mean? Like, I can order more than that to my door. You know what I mean? Like, it's so archaic, like I said in the beginning, that you would have fans who traveling from wherever they're Italy. They're not all from Italy. Maybe some Italian fan lives in Spain or wherever it was, right? People traveling to
come from New Jersey. They're going from New Jersey, catching a flight all the way to Portugal to watch their ticket flight in the Champions League.
Wow.
And, they're out. Who knows? They're paying for tickets for themselves, their wife, their kids. Because a lot of these, there was a lot of kids in the crowd. To be turned
away, and then what I don't understand either, and this is kind of why I want to talk about it too. Because I was listening to the Benfica podcast. It's so funny that Alfredo showed up at this very moment, and he's talking about what happened in Madeira. To that, I just can't make it make sense. Like I said, what fucking year is this? You know what I mean? Like, you haven't moved past your thug mentality of we can't mix fans because we don't know how to act, or or how like bullshit is it for them to be like, oh no, we don't trust them, or like
But the funny thing is,
Adrian said, Italian phobia. You know what I mean? Like, what really is it? You know what I mean? Because I just think it's so fucking ridiculous that a sporting event, if I paid my hard-earned money, if I paid 60 euros, 20 euros, I don't give a fuck what it was. If it was my money and I gave it to you to see a game, to be turned away and show the picture of this. There was a picture I seen of these little fucking ticket takers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna tell me no? Like, you're gonna tell me no? Like, I can't come in here? You know, like, I think it's criminal. It's absolutely fucking criminal. And they do this shit all the time. Like, how is this not brought up to like the Liga, to UEFA? How is this like how that people are allowed to do this?
Can I go one step further?
Allowed to do this? Who is letting them do this shit? It's fucking crazy. I'm definitely fighting. Like, I would definitely get into a fight. A police officer is definitely throwing me into some tunnel. Like, I know I'm getting my ass whipped for sure that day, but I'm taking somebody with me. One of them little ticket takers is coming with my ass. That's for sure.
But the messed up part is
their
that
little fucking smug ass grin. Imagine. Oh my god!
Yeah, fucking you wanted to soccer.
Fucking gosh, man! Oh my god!
But I think the one mistake in all this is us going, "What's this old school backwards mentality?" This isn't old school mentality. This is new school mentality. If you went to Portugal 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and you bought a goddamn ticket, you go to the goddamn stadium. As long as you're not sitting with the Super Dragões, the no-name boys, you stay away from the supporters. And if you're sitting
anywhere you want,
in the middle of the stadium, where the families and the kids, the regular people watching a match, they see Benfiquistas, Sportingistas, Portistas, different people mixed together. You'd always have more of the home fans, but you have a lot of the away fans. That was normal. The league, Alfred just said at the bottom, the league progressively in recent years, this is a modern idea from the league, allowed clubs to start telling guys you got to throw your scarf in the garbage if you want to enter the stadium. It's a fuck you moment. It's you're a Benfica coming to watch Benfica play at an away ground. You have to throw some of your merch in the trash even though you paid for a ticket to get in the stadium. Then it escalated, having a kid take off a shirt, a young child, and go in shirtless to the stadium. And the Liga still did squat all. They did nothing. And again, you see it this weekend. This isn't like an old school mentality. This is a new school mentality. It's just something that's been rising and getting progressively worse over the last 5 years. And it's just each club is one-upping it. I remember years back, Benfica did a boycott on away games. It is really hard to enforce because there's so many fucking Benfiquistas and we all want to see our team. We all want to go celebrate it. But these clubs make their big paychecks, especially these mid-table clubs and smaller, like Marítimo. That game against Benfica was their biggest payday of the season.
So let me ask you. Oh, I know it makes no sense. So let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got this, and what I want to understand is, like, I lost it because I had it when you were talking about it. I had it when you were talking about it.
Yeah, but I'll go.
Right here. Where imagine an NFL team doing that. Like when he said that, that's what brought it back. So in the NFL, you have a commissioner. Okay, the commissioner of the NFL. The commissioner, in reality, works for the owners. Okay, works for each 32 owners of the NFL. Okay, they vote and they tell the goddamn commissioner. Basically, they have like an agreement, a players' agreement. And they this is the thing, and the commissioner is there to enforce those rules. Is that the same here? Because I don't want to just.
It is, but the problem
I don't want to just blame just the league, right? Because if the league is getting if they're getting their directions from these teams, whether it's Benfica, or it doesn't seem like that because Benfica lets whoever in.
No, you see, even Benfica versus Porto, you'll see a family at the middle of the luge, where you'll have like a Benfiquista, you have a Portista, and you have a little kid that has a Porto kid on, and they don't give a fuck. Like at the end, there's a certain level of. We don't do that at the luge. We don't, and that's our biggest rivals. If you're a Maritimo fan, you're a Boavista fan, we do not do that. And that's the president of the Liga, located in
Porto. So he's voted in by the owners.
Not by the clubs. By the clubs.
Sorry, because we don't have an owner. Right.
No, but at the same time, they're located in Porto. But there is an unfortunate situation that's been happening for a long time. If progressively gets worse, it's the us versus them mentality. Benfica versus the league versus Benfica. We bring in the
Benfica versus all of the fucking every team.
It's one of these things. It's if this was someone else, there'd be an outcry. Another example was the cute little image of the little girl running out of the pitch. Not little girl, the little boy. Was the little boy? Whatever. Fucking
the goalie blocked the fucking goal. We watched the beginning.
No, not that. That was fucking hilarious. No, the kid comes out Goes up to Nez, gets the kit. The kid's almost like in tears. It's a sweet moment. It's a cute moment. Within moments,
with clubs.
Exactly. Within moments, the authorities found the dad. They found everyone. The witch hunt began. The article lineups about how these guys, shouldn't be this boy coming out. Yada, yada, yada. Shouldn't have been coming out there. The fucking parent. Yada, yada. All this fucking shit talking. Then you go backwards a little bit. A kid goes and gets Pep's jersey at Porto. Oh, isn't that a sweet moment? Isn't that cute? No one identifies the father. No one identifies the family. There's just a certain level of assault and targeting of Benfiquistas that you don't see at other clubs. You don't see them throwing Portistas scarves or Sportingistas scarves in the garbage. You don't see them doing that. And it's very selective. You see Sport TV, just real quickly, one last bit. Yeah. Sport TV airing that game, you had adepts at the Maritimo Stadium with video footage themselves they recorded, what Benfiquistas everywhere, and there's one small section with the Maritimo fans chanting like loudly, and they have the mic there. They don't. They try to like drown out the Benfiquistas cheering as much as possible. They go out of their way to do it. Now I'll say this much: BTV is not innocent. BTV won't show the away fans either, and I think this tit for tat us is toxic. But the problem is the whole idea of centralizing. But we're going through the process of centralizing TV rights, going to the idea. But we're kind of merging with an entity that despises the club, which is so infuriating. Like there should be outcry from all clubs. Like there should be zero tolerance, man. I going back to Inter and focusing on the Champions League, what happened there. I'm going to go to Portugal with Cynthia, my two kids, to watch a game at the Luge. The game I'm hoping to be at is the Braga game. And if a miracle happens, and a miracle could happen, we're in the semifinals Champions League. Hopefully I get to watch that. It'd be a dream. If I flew out and that happened to me and my family, that would be heartbreaking on so many levels. And I look at these Inter kids. I don't give a fuck if they live in Portugal, Italy, from Jersey, from Toronto, from wherever.
Fans of a sport, it's a sport. It's just a
game.
And
especially when it's like these aren't the goons. If it's the goon squad coming in and they're ultras trying to do like fake tickets, whatever. It's not hanky panky. It's people who bought tickets legitimately. And the fact is, I don't expect anything to come out of this.
Nothing will.
They'll put it under the rug like they do everything else. Move on. Nothing to see here. And they'll wait for the first moment that someone sneezes incorrectly at the Stade Luge to cause a fuss.
Yeah. For the record, though, both of those kids should have been clubbed. The Pep kid and the little kid for the because like I said, no, fuck them kids, man. We talked about this earlier, man. No easy buckets.
Let's play one more time. One more time with the clip.
Vendégektől. A második félidő kezdőrúgását Varga Énok fogja elvégezni, akit testvére Dani kísért be a pályára. Mindketten az MTK utánpótlásában pallérozódnak, és itt rögtön láthatunk egy rávezetést. És lehet, hogy megszületik a harmadik MTK találat is a mérkőzésen. Senko kivédi. Ennek azért annyira nem örülnek a hazaiak, talán beengedhette volna Senko zsombora labdát, megpróbálkozik még egyszer a fiatalember, Senko megint véd.
That's horrible, man. That's fucking horrible.
Hey, remember when you were a kid and you were like running and you were gonna start crying when you like trying to get the ball? I'm gonna get this. You know what I mean? Like run, cry. You ever run? That's what that kid was doing on that second one. It does suck to suck, bro. If I was that kid, I'd have tried to. You know what I mean? Maybe outside foot. Get it with the outside foot next time. Maybe make the move. You know what I'm saying? You got to bob. He bobbed when he should have weaved.
Yeah, he should have fucking more confidence, man. More confidence behind that shot.
He saved that shit twice, Alfredo. Twice. He's like, get the hell out of here. Get your little ass out of here, punk. He told him.
Yeah, he's like, fuck it. No, this game's about to kick off. I have let nothing in this net.
Has no chill. Yeah. Those for you guys who weren't in the beginning of it. Yeah, run cry. You know what I'm talking about, run cry. You didn't cry in front of everybody, but you cried when you got in the house. You know what I mean? He just broke his day. He broke down. You know?
I want to find
no Jenga. No.
I want to find this match because the guy who grabs the kid, because I don't know if it was whoever. There's a player at the. I don't let the clip finish, but there's a player that picks up the kid and walks out with the kid, right? Like he hugs the kid and walks out. I want to see how fucking intense that match would have been afterwards, right? Because that whole team would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, man. But and I'm glad you made light of a serious situation that we were talking about. And I think I don't know, man. I don't know what we as fans there's nothing obviously we could do. I mean, personally, other than bring it up, make it. I don't know though. The only thing we gotta bring it up, keep talking about it, fucking keep tweeting it, keep adding Liga Portugal. Like things have to change, man. Like imagine not like. You get in your own way. Get out your own way. It's so go fucking sit down somewhere and just fucking get out your own way. It's so
the only thing I'll say,
ridiculous.
the only thing I would say is the club needs to put a motion in place. Benfica needs to put a motion in place saying no more of this shit about tossing out the scarves, no more doing this to fans, unless I do respect the fact that if it's in the away end and the supporters end. Like the
supporters sections.
I don't want a no-name guy try and get in with the Super Dragões and the Super Dragões trying to know because it's going to get stupid.
What, Tudo? Also, too, you know what? You get what you wish for, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go sit over there? Go sit your ass over there then. Sometimes you got to give people what they really want.
Yeah,
I'm looking right at the camera this time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to go sit over there. Okay, go sit over there. He going to get his ass beat. After the game you see his ass beat, you rolling him out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying,
what you fucking wish for. Let his ass go sit over there.
The stadium, the center side of the stadium, which is the normal ticket zone, just say, this shit's not allowed anymore. And if he has to make it public and has to demand each club signs on. And for every club that doesn't sign on, they boycott. And I go back to the biggest money Marítimo made this season was Benfica visited. The biggest money that anyone's going to make is when Benfica plays them in their stadium. Mm-hmm. And make a name and shame. We've done it before. Years ago, we did it once where we boycotted, and the clubs didn't like that.
Let me ask you this. How would it? I mean, would they be able to just say? I mean, this is what my question is. First of all, has Benfica came out and said anything about this?
There's been moments where you see people from BTV saying so.
No. Those ain't real people.
Yeah, there's I think there was a statement. I don't know if it was this weekend. I haven't seen this.
I've never seen. I don't think those people on BTV are real because I never see them smile. Ever? You ever see somebody from BTV smile?
Yeah, they smile.
I've never seen nobody smile. I mean, a grin. Not a full smile. I've never seen teeth on that channel.
But to your point, if you go to Benfica's Twitter account, and it's like this is like their public relations account, you don't see it. You don't see a post. You don't see a statement. You don't see anything on there. Man. Yeah, they don't have anything that they're trying. So my thing is,
we can just start bombarding them. We should start tweeting at Benfica. Yo, you got to say something about this. This is criminal. People, you remember that picture last year?
Going back to
kid, they took his shirt off and he had to sit against the hot fence.
Portimão or I forgot which one did it. Portimão. But anyways, my thing is if you have the club come out with a firm statement, make it public, tag the clubs on it, and see who's on side. Because let's say half the clubs agree. There's probably a good chunk of clubs that agree this shit's nonsense. And if they agree, that's fine. We go to those away games. But if all of a sudden there's like 5 clubs that don't sign off to it, whether it be Marítimo, Boa Vista, whoever it is, Guimarães, you just don't fucking go. You start isolating them. You target those clubs.
Yeah.
And you hit them where it hurts. You hit them in the wallet. Because this is the biggest
I think it's a bigger picture. And I don't want to take anybody's dream away from going to watch Benfica. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. But you got to think about a bigger picture here. Maybe if Benfica does make a stand and say, yo, we're not going to take this kind of abuse, not just towards Benfica fans, but for anybody. Whether you're a Marítimo fan or a fucking a Portimão fan or whoever the fuck you root for, that type of treatment towards people, they're fucking people. You know what I mean? They're not cattle. This isn't the farm league, okay? This is fucking real people who pay their real hard-earned money, who fucking, and I get it, that you get to go watch them, but if you don't do this now, then who says that they're gonna get to watch their team when they come to the, you know what I mean? They might not be fucking let in to the fucking stadium. Who says they can go watch them? You know what I mean? Or I have to watch them, but I got to take my I can't wear pants. I had Benfica pants, but they made me take my pants off, and now I'm sitting here in my quackish fucking watching Benfica in row fucking 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, it's ridiculous. And like I said, that little kid, he could wait till next year or the next time they come around, or he could write a letter to his fucking congressman and says, we're not taking it. Somebody has to do something. Like, this shit is crazy. Listening to it and watching it, like, fucking just. It don't make any sense to me.
And this is the one thing. I despise the idea of the Super League in terms of how they're structuring it. But they keep kicking the tires around of coming up with a Super League where there's some kind of relegation promotion.
Benfica quackish to boot.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch the game with an olive branch. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, they keep kicking the tires at the Super League. It's shit like this that push it. Like when Inter Milan is complaining, and UEFA's doing dick all about it. When Liverpool fans are complaining about the PSG game last year, and UEFA did dick all about that also. There's a certain level of frustration in general where there's certain clubs that want to progress the sport, progress the game, modernize, and you got other clubs that want to hold back. And this pushes it in a certain direction. Yeah, you know what? I guarantee they let me go fucking dong out. They just let me go dong out right out there.
Yeah, I ain't got no shame. Yeah. Except, I don't know, it depends. If we're in the shade, I'm good with that. I can't be getting sunburned and everything like that.
Yeah, that fucking, that would suck, man. That would not be
good.
Benfica
90 quackers. Benfica 90 quackers. Yeah, and on the butt on the ass it says like something like try to take these or some stupid shit like that. Ook yeah. That's it. Ook yeah. You want to what? My fucking. I just think it's stupid, and I think we would all be doing good. Something for us to bring it up. And like I said, when I heard about the Porto thing, and I thought like I completely didn't even realize about the Marítimo game like until I listened to the Benfica podcast this morning. Yeah. So I was already like, man, we got to talk about this Porto thing. But and not that we care. I'm just saying like that allows them. They get away with shit like this, bro. And it's so fucking frustrating because it's disgusting. Like it's disgusting behavior. You know what I'm saying? If you had a friend who acted like that, that would not be your friend. You know what I mean? Like. It's just so much sense to me.
If you saw that in an NHL game, NBA game, NFL game, like
oh my god, like they said earlier, this doesn't happen in the States, bro. This don't happen in the States, man.
But go to the EPL. If you saw like Chelsea telling some little kid that has a Man United supporter to throw his scarf in the garbage to sit with the other families, that shit would be all over the news. And they would do that. They would not allow that. That would be all over the news, and every club would be calling this disgusting behavior. They'd be denouncing it. No one would support the shit. And you know what Chelsea would have done? They'd be, you're right. This is disgusting shit. We're going to find the steward who did it. We're going to fire his ass. He's never got a job here again. We'll ban him from life.
The whole ticket crew. The whole ticket crew at Porto should fucking be in the unemployment line.
They should.
I mean, I don't give a shit. I take my orders. You know, sometimes I think like, you know, what the fuck?
What? Someone's head's got to roll.
Man. Yeah, somebody's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. That's all I'm saying. It's fucked up to treat people like that. It's a terrible fucking thing, and it's a joke. It's a fucking joke, man. And we got to do better. We got to do better than that because I watch this league, man. I'm a Benfica fan. You know what I mean? I got to watch this league because I got to watch whatever team comes in. I was going to say something. Whatever team comes into the fucking to the luge or wherever we're at. And, you know, I'm just it pisses me off, man. It really pisses me off. We have this small platform, and we do the shit from our living room, and it's not, you know, who the fuck are we? We talk shit out of our ass all the time, but this is fucking just a matter of like human decency and just being fucking like just normal. You know what I mean? Like I could not imagine. I go to NFL games all the time. Go to, you know what I mean? We went to Vegas, the Raider game. I was sitting right in front of me was the Arizona Cardinals fan. Like, you know what I mean? It's like. And then you get to kind of like banter in good ways. And if you don't know how to act,
have fun.
If you don't know how to fucking act, then don't fucking go. Do everybody a favor and stay your ass home, man. Yeah. Because it's
you get taught how to act.
And then it's just so fucking ridiculous. It's a game. Like even like when Benfica goes to the Porto and the fans have to wait an hour before Porto fans leave before I can leave. Like. The fuck you mean? Like I'm leaving now. Like I'm going out of here now. My car's parked out in the front. Get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna make me sit here for an hour while all these fucking people get to leave. No, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. And all why? Because they don't know how to act. That's really what it is. Because they're gonna get into a fight.
No, it's not even how they act. It's they don't have to enforce. They can't enforce anything. You gotta enforce the rules. You gotta punish some people. Anyways, should we play the match?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. All right, man. How do you want to do? You want to do tit for tat? You know,
let's do tit for tat. Let's do tit for tat
like that.
Yep.
Want to start with Charisse?
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. All right. You know what? I'll go today if that's okay. I'm gonna pick on I think he's had a great run as of late. But Shikingu was it's been a while since I picked him as a Shurice. Just a little bit of a forgetful game. He had a good game. It was the team collectively did well, so it's not. And he had Sharice moments like the Shromani missing the penalty and a few other things. But I think to me, I was just going to throw Shikingu as the individual for my Sharice. And it was more just again thinking back, it made a bit different right after the match when you first watch it. But if I think back this weekend, that's the one name I don't think about. I remember there's moments with Bob, moments with Shromani, moments with everyone. Even the subs. I just don't remember anything of Shikingu, so that's why I'm kind of giving it to him at that one.
Yeah.
But Kevin's not a bad shout there.
You know what? I'm so mad that Kevin even said anything because that was my actual Sharice.
That's an actual good Sharice.
We're up 3-0.
Bring the kids on
60 minutes. It's 60 minutes. Get these guys off the pitch a little sooner, man. Give them some time. We're not losing this game. No fucking way in hell. I don't know what Roger. The one thing about Roger, that's the one criticism that I have about Roger, is that he don't like to play with his full deck. You know what I mean? He don't like to play with his full deck. He likes to get.
There's he does it, and then. But sometimes there's
he's good with the two pair. He's good with the 2 pair over 3 of a kind. You know what I mean? Like he's not trying for that straight. He's not trying that one card for the straight. He's not doing it. And that's kind of frustrating to me because you bring these kids in with 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, and I don't know. Maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe he knows how to manage his players. You don't want to make players feel like they're losing their minutes or they're going to lose their minutes. The guy's a genius fucking leader. So maybe that's got something to do with it. We don't know. But I do not like the fact that he just waited so fucking long to make a fucking sub. And then they pick up the yellow cards, and then it affects the next match, and then it's just like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, that could have been avoided.
Yeah, man, we've been banging up, and I know he don't listen to us.
Auschwitz technically is missing a match, and that was 88th. We could have sold him off a lot sooner.
That's what I'm saying. He could have been off a long time ago. I don't care who you brought in for him. You could have brought Musa in for a direct sub for him, and I would have been okay with that as long as his ass was on the bench.
Yeah.
And then the Tino was the same way, right? Tino's the same way. He could have got the yellow. He didn't get a yellow, but he's on the verge, right? Yeah. So now now he's gonna get one in versus Guimaraes. There's no doubt about it. Like that's coming. You know what I mean? That's for sure. Yellow card coming for Tino. But I'm gonna give it mine to Roger too. I just thought like 3-0. Play with the full deck, man. Play with the full deck. That's all I'm saying.
Cool. Player of the match. You want to kick that one off?
Yeah. For me, it's my weed, man. It's Bob Marley. It's the kid. It's Sleepy David. It's Sleepy David, man. Sleepy David Neres is so fucking good, man. He's a great, like what a great addition. And I know everyone says Arsonist is our best signing, and you guys might well be right. But our most exciting was Neres, even with Enzo on the pitch. You know what I mean? I thought Neres is our most exciting player. He's the most curious player. I think the one with the most banger, like boomer bust. He was the most boomer bust type of player. You know what I mean? Like just is
he gonna be another Everton?
Skills. Yeah. Oh,
that was a fear.
Yeah, Everton. Yeah. So that was the fear, but he wasn't. And I think his runs. He don't give up. He looks like he's loaded and things like that. He ain't lazy. This kid ain't a lazy kid.
No, he hustles.
He hustles, man. That and we're gonna say, but they're just fucking awesome. Just an awesome player, man. And he's my player of the match for sure.
The one thing I'll say about that is he came on hot early in the season, then he faded a little bit, and then he found himself again, and he's killing it.
He got hurt. He picked up a knot. And I think Neres is the type of player.
I like that he's come back though. You know what I mean? Like, isn't like he's like faded away and stayed faded away.
I think Neres is a 70. He has to be 75% or maybe 80%. He's an 80% player. He could play at 80%, but if he's a little below that, like he's not gonna be the same player. He has to be 80% player. To be effective the way he is. And I thought he was super effective. I thought he was the most entertaining. I mean, to me, just entertaining to watch on the pitch that day. Like that's why I remember most in any way from fucking Sunday.
For myself, I'm going to agree with Joel Arsonist, just because of, for me, it's been more of a build. Like I like the guy, and he's a guy that's grown on me. But lately, because of him continuing to improve, I'm just watching him more when he gets the ball, whereas before, sometimes you see players who get the ball, you look forward to who they're going to pass to, and you get other players who get the ball, you're looking forward to what they do with the ball. I'm becoming more interested in seeing what Frederick does. He's an interesting player. It's just his versatility. He's becoming kind of this jack of all trades, where he seems like he could be put in the left, put on the right, put in the middle, put attacking mid, a defensive mid. I just such a fascinating character, man. I love it.
Benfica, bud.
What would they be called? You get some high like an eagle, some like
yeah. You would need two
of,
strains, and it would be called what, Glorioso, and the other one would be called what's the other bird? What's the other eagle's name?
Victoria.
Victoria, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. And then the slogan, get high like a bird. There we go. That'd be the thing underneath it.
Or you could get that Neres Kush if you want. You get that Neres Kush in there. Whatever.
As we sign the players, we get like that special.
I just think it's so funny how we think that this kid gets like loaded during the season and shit like that, and what I mean, like, Victoria OG. There you go.
It'd be hilarious is watch this guy when they do an interview and he's never done anything in his life. He's like the most like.
He's never done it. He fucking doesn't drink.
Doesn't drink. The most the spiciest thing he's ever had was like Coca-Cola once.
Yeah, with a little bit of lime in it.
A little bit of lime. Ape shit with a little Coca-Cola. Outside that, he's like Ronaldo, only drinks water.
He's like, I don't know why everybody keeps telling me I smoke weed.
Yeah.
Because you do.
That's my face. He's like, I was born this way.
Please believe me.
Yeah, that guy in the States, I thank God he's in Europe, because if he was in the U.S., he'd be pulled over all the time.
I'd send him weed myself. Next play of the match.
Play a match. Okay, you want me to kick that one off?
Yeah, it's on you.
For me, it's going to be that final goal, that run with Grimala, that hustle is so beautiful. The back and forth, the finish. Neres, that's to me like because I was talking between him, man of the match, and Auschwitz. You picked him, so that's why I went with Auschwitz. But that goal, man, that was an amazing goal. I love
one
it.
amazing goal. That was awesome. My play of the match was the Fred miss, was the Gonçalo Ramos volley back into play. Like I was just, it was just more than that. Gonçalo had a run and the volley. It was just so much, And if Fred would have scored that fucking goal, man,
that would have been amazing.
I seen Super Saiyan. I was gonna go Super Saiyan that. Like if he scored that goal, that would have been
jumping around.
It would have been a memorable goal, and just it convinced me that the kid. But I didn't need more convincing. But it convinced me that I'm watching a player in Gonçalo Ramos who's just like maturing every game, with every minute, with every mistake. You know what I mean? Like with everything that. There's plays where he's like, damn, he should have took another touch or another dribble. And then you see him the next game where, boom, he takes that extra touch and that extra dribble and he's scoring a goal. You know what I mean? Like it's so fun to watch. And, like many of them. Damn, we just come up with new hashtags on this show all the time.
I love that hashtag. I've seen that one before. I like that one. That's a good one. Fucking.
I do like that.
Oh fuck! All right,
man, I love Fred.
So coming up, we have a lot of exciting things. So depending on the weekend, again, we'll try to BA after 90 after the match, but just depends on availability. Myself, it's going to be a little bit of a chaotic day that Saturday, so I don't know if I'm going to be figuring out. But maybe Joe, Luis, I don't know what Alex, and a few other guys there, right? So we might have a show. If not, worst case scenario, we'll do a midweek one again.
What are we looking like? What's
Saturday against Vitória Guimarães at home. We're now in the final countdown here because the critical part, it's Vitória Guimarães, Real Porto. We're going to have to draw, though. Before all this, we're going to have to draw on Friday. So you got to go on that BR Sports app, and you got to find Adrian's stream on there. He's going to be doing that special, the draw on there. So I got to see if I can find his thing. But my understanding is download the app, and then you send a request for nudes of Adrian, and you get access to his live stream on his
feet pics.
Yeah, feet pics. The feet pics.
Feet finder.
I've never understood the feet thing, but to each their own. I don't judge.
No, me neither. You like what you like.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I said, like us, since you said you guys sell tickets, How do you think we pay for all the big guys lap dances? Big Joe over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Joe needs those lap dances, man.
Joe needs his lap dances, man.
Yeah, that guy.
Keep our guy happy.
He's a fiend. He's a fiend. He's like
fiend.
He's not even like smiling. He's like, okay, hurry up, Sally. Candy's up next.
He loves that. I just loves rub on glitter. I don't know what it is. It's just something about the sparkle.
He likes walking around like he fucked a pixie. Anyways.
Yeah.
But the draw, the thing is, this is why I think this is such a critical point of the season. I do think the season's going well. I'm feeling overly confident, but you never know. It is that we got the Champions League draw. We'll find out who we're facing. It's very exciting on Friday. Then we face Guimarães, but the tie-in with that is that it's Guimarães, Rio Ave, and Porto. This is where 2 yellows equal a red. So when we watch this Guimarães game, you want a clean game. You want to have hopefully no yellow cards. And we kind of manage the guys who are on 4 cards already. So that way, if we face
or do we want to get them yellow cards in this match?
If they're on a yellow already, get the yellow out of the way. They miss
and save the fucking your fucking high horse. All right, just get off your high horse. I don't give a shit what it is. We need to be ready for Porto game. If you're on 4, listen, Benfica players, if you're on 4,
here we go.
Get 5. Okay, get 5. All right. That's how I'm seeing.
But I agree. But it's just you got to toggle. Be careful with these matches. Hopefully, the team does well against Guimarães. And then the Champions League.
It was a tough game last time, if I'm not mistaken, against Guimarães.
They're always tough. But
I know that team. That team is one of those teams where I don't like going. I don't like when Benfica go there. I'm always worried about them.
There's international break also here in March. That's
I'm always worried about that. We're at home here, but every time Benfica goes away is a bit tougher. Yeah, I'm always scared, man. Those fans don't fuck around. Yeah.
The draw for the Champions League hugs. Sorry, I was just gonna say the draw hugs the Benfica Porto match. So whoever we get in the Champions League, we're gonna face. If it's Chelsea, we face Chelsea, then Porto, then Chelsea. Like it is that, so that's where it's like we got to be careful. Get some good. We're gonna play this weekend. Then it's international break. We got a vacation, and then it's gonna be go time. And these guys.
But let me just say this. Let me say this real quick, just so because it's not on the pressure ain't on us. We 8 points up. Okay, the pressure is on them, motherfuckers. Not to drop any points by the time they get to us. Okay, we up 8. Not that I'm saying we gonna lose nothing like that. I'm just saying we have room for a hiccup. A mistake, or maybe even a 1 point, a 1-pointer. You know what I mean? We got a little room for that.
I made a mistake. It's Porto, Champions League, then another match in Champions League.
Yep, and then Porto play Braga, right? After this tough game, right? It's on them. The pressure's on them, brother. The pressure's on them. They got to stay afloat. They're the ones who got to make. By the time they get to us, make it a shoot. Because if it isn't, if they drop points, and I'm not saying. It's okay if we lose to them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if we do lose to them, they're not winning the league because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to make it.
No, but I selfishly, I'm going to be very, very blunt. I'm going to go to the Braga game. I mentioned that before. If fucking Porto screws up a little bit more, that could be the Champions League. That could be the game, the championship winning game. If we beat Porto, and everything goes well and the points rate continues as is.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes,
that'd be so cool.
I just don't want to give the message to all the Benficas like yo, you sit on your hands this whole time. Like, no, man, we're playing, we're firing off cylinders. We're playing real good soccer, real good football. Let's keep doing that.
It's been a long time,
them, man.
It's also been a very long time. It's been a long time, not only since we won a title, but a long time since we've won a title many, many weeks ago.
Yeah.
A lot of titles we win, it's like the final couple of matches. It'd be kind of nice to kind of clinch the title with 5 games to go, 4 games to go. You know what I mean? That would be
for sure.
What a fucking statement that is. Like
sure.
we didn't just win, because when you win the title just by one match, you get into the whole shoulda, woulda, coulda. There was this match was funny, that match was. When you win by this many matches, you can't complain. There's no debate. Right. There's no nothing.
I agree.
But yeah, man. So thank you so much, everyone that tuned in, man. It was
yeah, man. Yeah. Very but we do the
comment of the show.
Comment of the show. Got to do comment of the show. And for me, I'm gonna do one at the end. I loved the William Carvalho who runs this. I loved that one.
I think at the very beginning. Yeah.
At the very beginning, I loved that one. But I'm gonna go. Okay, go. My comment of the show is this new one from Roy Paulo. Now, I don't know if Roy Paulo's ever joined us before or if he's commented many times. I don't know, but you are new to me, and I wanted to reward you by giving you the comment of the show. 7 more wins is all we need. Why I gave that the match is because from now on, every match I watch, I'm gonna put a finger down. Every time we win these games,
counting down.
I'm gonna count it down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna count it down. 7 more wins is all we need. That's just giving me, shit's getting me hyped right now. You know what I mean? We've already won 7 games. We've won 7 games before. You know what I'm saying? Like we've already won 7 games. All we got to do is win another 7. Whew. Shit, I'm gonna be hyped. That show is gonna be fucking.
That's gonna be
fun.
nuts. That's gonna be.
I'm getting drunk on that show.
It's been a while.
I'm gonna be drunk on that show. I'll come to the show drunk.
But I gotta give a shout out though, because that whole William Carvalho bit at the beginning, when a little bit of a slow start, it was that. But to me, it was the response back afterwards, where they're kind of joking. It's like it was magnitude with the fastest sperm joke.
The one left is the middle finger. You damn right, Zach. Fuck yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. The middle finger one.
So, hey, man, you guys made it again. Jake,
wait.
brother.
Hey, where's the fucking thing at? The fundraising. Give us an update, Jake. Where you at? If you're still
how's that going, brother?
Yeah, let me quickly see if I can find it.
I got on that. We got on that.
You got on that? I got mine in there. I think a few other people got theirs in there. Jake had it. Where the frig are you, Jake? You post stuff on Twitter. You're active like I am. And that's
damn, we got midterm. He's just reminding us that we ain't doing shit with ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fucking dinosaur.
Midterms over here.
There's Jake. I got Jake. Boy. Let's see.
Schoolboy Jake over there.
Oh, he's almost there. I'm just gonna give a quick. I gotta share this one more time. I know we did.
Oh yeah, man. How could we forget?
Where is it? Where's he?
Oh boy, Nick Valado, my guy, man.
There you go, Jake. He's almost there. Almost at 100%. Look at that. He's almost there. So give us some love.
12 days left, fuckers. Let's get it.
Everyone throwing a couple bucks.
And real quick, man, you got to show my boy Ethan.
Oh, Ethan. Did we tell the Ethan story? We told Ethan's story.
No, then we only told it on Twitter, though.
Yes, Ethan, our boy Ethan, he's in our group chat. He has made the national team. He's like
basically the white Maradona. All right.
Yeah, basically. The white Maradona.
He's basically the white Maradona. I mean, that's just basic. That's what we call him. In our little group chat, we call him the white Maradona. You know what I mean? But minus the drugs and the women and all that.
The black mamba, he's the white mamba.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So here, I'll share that also. Our boy Ethan, it's a big congratulations to him. It was really cool. He basically forced us all. It was hilarious. He wanted to tell us, but then he's like, we all got to sign a pledge of allegiance to not spill the beans on it. And we all right away say, yeah, we're good. He's like, I haven't seen Mello respond. And he refused to say anything.
Because he's like, his loud ass won't tell everybody.
I'm trying to tell Ethan, I'm like, buddy, you don't understand. We're messaging so much. There's too many people in this chat. Mello is not going to go back and read this because he's going to check out later today because right now it was early in the morning. It was early for me. So it's like the middle of the night for Mello. By the time he wakes up and checks it, it's going to be so many messages down. He's not going to read this shit. He's like, I refuse. And then finally, anyways, he announced that he told us, and then he made it public shortly afterwards. And he's on they have a university because he plays for a university side. They have a university national team. He's going to go to the U.S. and play. Yale. So good for him, man.
Yale's in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so he's gonna go play against them at some like university level.
Connecticut, excuse me, New Haven, East Coast.
That's your people,
bro. I'm still waiting on my Ethan jersey, bro. Now I'm gonna get me one. It's gonna be the only English jersey I ever fucking wear. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's gonna be my boy Ethan. I'm so fucking proud of him, man. It's so awesome, bro. That's fucking amazing, man. Dude. I'm so happy for him living his dream.
Remember the running joke we had that he was always intoxicated out of his mind. He was like,
always drunk.
He's always drunk. And he's like, don't do that. One day if someone sees it, he'll get upset with him. He's like,
yeah. Like, you were drunk?
He's like, I don't drink.
They're gonna read our comments. Like, you were smoking Zaza? I'm like, what? Ethan's gonna become a drill rapper after this if it doesn't pan out for him.
The amount of rails he's doing.
He's gonna be a fucking English drill rapper. But yo, you should have seen, man.
When we're paying for Joe's rippers.
The lap dances. We gotta get. These two kids, fucking they're gonna be the end of us. I'm telling you. Yeah. But yeah, man, when we first met him, and we're going to go, we went a little long, but we first met Ethan. He's such a Benfica. Loved the show at the time so much, and he just wanted to be a part of it.
I want Ethan to do
that. We just because we loved his passion and where he's from and how he fell in love with the club, we just like instantly took a liking to him. He was like the first person we'd let join in our group chat before, you know what I mean? Like anything. So man, shout out to Ethan, like living his dreams, man. I hope one day I'm gonna be sitting at a game.
He had a big injury also. He was out of commission for a while.
Yes, yes, he was.
He had to really grind and get back to being able to play again.
Yes, man, and so awesome and so happy for him, man. And man, I can't wait. I'm gonna give me a little 3 lions, right? This is the 3 lions. Is that what they?
Yeah. I tell you, if Benfica starts selling their own weed, they got to name it after
Chasing his dream, absolutely.
His dream.
Yeah, man. But yeah, and we can't always come on, but he wants to. And then he said, I just love him because he calls he says mum. Like how could you not love a kid who says my mom? You know what I mean? That shit's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I have a mom. I call my mom ma. Hey ma, a ma, or something like that. You know what I mean? But never a mum. You know what I mean? Like he's such a sweet soul.
Mom is the most British thing though, eh?
I know, mom. Yeah, mom. Mom and cunt. But, yeah. It's like a hello. I told him I asked, what do they call each other in England? That's what they call each other.
Fucking sausages or some shit. Fucking baked beans. All right, you guys have a great night. We will call it. Thank you so much, man. This has been great. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, man. And yeah, 22 of y'all on a fucking Wednesday night, man. 1 a.m. over here, 2 a.m. over here, 10 a.m., 7. It's crazy, man. I'm gonna go, man. I gotta feed my pregnant girlfriend, man. And
what's the countdown? Where are we at? How many more days?
We're looking at June, man. June is the day. Like the beginning of June, first couple weeks of June, we got us a little Benfica coming out. I don't know. I'm sure you guys all know this already.
So could you imagine like Benfica goes to the final of the Champions League? The final of the Champions League this year. Do you know what the date that is? Out of curiosity.
I hope not early June. Maybe at the end.
June 10th. June 10th.
Oh no, he's due June 13th.
Yeah, he's gonna be born when Benfica wins the Champions League.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's gonna happen.
I would change his name. I would change his name to probably Frederick Arsenis Mello. That's what I would call him.
Hey, Mark's he's fancy. He's got Gold TV. Gold TV's got he's got that what's his name? Nino? Funny guy.
Oh yeah. My boy Nino Torres. Yeah. But he told me he's gonna come on a show. Yeah, we'll
get him on here. We gotta get him on here. We should get him on here for the Porto match. That'd be good. Yeah. I got a feeling he leans a little bit towards that way.
I'm asking.
Ask him for the Porto one. Get him for the Porto one.
I'm asking. I'll ask him. I'll shoot him a message. I'll tweet. Yeah. He follows the us anyways on the other one. But yo,
he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yo, Mark, awesome. I've used Fantease before, and and Gold TV. I have to use through Fantease, right? So Fantease or whatever it is. I've used through. What am I doing? Well, I'm doing them both. Who said I gotta miss it? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be the one working. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just gotta stand there. You know what I mean? And be there and hold her hand and give her ice chips. Just get a bunch of ice chips. Ice chips.
Yeah, that works for Cynthia. Yeah.
Hot water. Ice chips. Ice chips. So if that's the case, man, what a blessing. I would name my son Rui Costa. Frederick
was that you?
Neres, fucking
every João Chiquinho Mello. If we won the Champions League, we won the Champions League on the day my son is born. I will name my Nelly will be pissed. Maybe it won't be legally. I won't name him that legally, but that'll be the name I call him for the rest of his life. Hey, João Chiquinho Mello, bring your ass. And I would never say it one. I would have to say all of that shit. All of that shit, man. Because it'd be from João Chiquinho for the goal.
Mark, I have used Fantease before, and I do got a Paramount Plus for the Champions League. I thought that I was gonna. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna need it this long. Honestly, I was like, geez, I don't know how far in the beginning of the season I don't know how far we're gonna get, but it looks like I'm paying another $5.99 for another couple months, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on it.
Hopping on it. I like this comment. If we do win the Champions League, you best get busy a couple months later.
Oh shit,
yeah, dude. We want to go back to back. We gotta go back to back.
Hey, look, I won't promise, but I'll practice. I'll practice a lot. I can't promise result, but I will practice every single night. every night for y'all. I will pack this hard.
SL Bob.
SL Bob, baby. Oh, Kid Bob.
Kid Bob.
Goat,
Yeah,
baby.
little Bob. I like that.
Man, little Bob.
like
Yeah,
that.
and I loved my rant on Bob the other day. People didn't know where the fuck it came from. They're like, why is this guy getting so worked up against for Bob?
I love it. That was amazing.
Just Bob, bro. No, it's not. He's our Bob, okay?
Diego Brooks.
Diego Brooks.
It's like the oddest name. That'd be the most California name ever.
I'd name him Vlacadimus Alejandro Melu. That's what I'd name him.
I ran her over. Oh. That's gone back. All right, this show gone forever. Next thing you know, we get the free salvia.
We'll do here forever.
We'll leave with free salvia. Okay, have a good night. Peace.
Free salvia. Peace.